Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT, and tonight we kick us off with a fatal four-way matchup to determine the number one contender to Christian's North American Championship. And here comes the former Mr. Money in the Bank, who lost his Money in the Bank briefcase to Rusev, who eventually would go on to cash that Money in the Bank briefcase on the NXT United Kingdom champion at that time, that being Braun Breaker. So we'll see if Wes Lee can turn some things around here. You know, for him, so far, his NXT career, I mean, he's had some good matches, but just in terms of losing streaks and just not being able to have a, kind of get that the ball rolling in his favor type of thing. But hey, tonight, if he's able to win this fatal four-way matchup, he's able to face Christian for that North American Championship, but he's going to have to go through three other superstars tonight. That happens to be Jinder Mahal, Drew Gulak, and Adam Page. And I like with these number one contender matches tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting a little taste of everything. You're getting superstars that bring a little different taste in every single category, as there is Mr. Jinder Mahal, the leader of Indus Sher, here on NXT with Veer Mahan and Shanky. Jinder Mahal has been on Raw, SmackDown, and now NXT. We'll see how this favors Jinder Mahal here tonight. It's a big opportunity for Jinder. We're going to get that championship opportunity. Certainly a veteran in this business. Always hear that. The modern day Maharaja, don't hinder Jinder. But in all seriousness, can't talk, but in all, seriousness, this man, if he can get his ball rolling too, I mean, it's one of those things. One of these superstars get a winning streak going, and, it could be looking at the next champion. A lot of superstars have a lot to prove in these fatal four-way matches tonight. Because tonight's a big night. We figure out who is facing the North American champion Christian at Heatwave. We find out who faces Rusev, the United Kingdom champion, at Heatwave. And I mean, we'll have some breaking news for you, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the NXT Tag Team Championships later on tonight. And it is big news regarding that, as here comes Drew Gulak, the technical submission magician. Mr. Drew Gulak is a tag team here in NXT with Madcap Moss. A little bit of a teacher-student situation going on there. We'll see how they fare. But tonight, both men will be in these fatal four-way matches. Madcap Moss will be a part of the United Kingdom Championship fatal four-way later on tonight. And I mean, I'd honestly like to see a Drew Gulak and Christian matchup. Kind of see how Christian deals with a man like Drew Gulak, who's just so technically savvy when it comes to submissions and just everything in general. As we now wait for the last competitor to make his way down to the ring, and that is Mr. Adam Page himself. He did lose in his first matchup here in NXT, but with it being a newer opportunity tonight, it's certainly for him, he would love to change his momentum. I mean, certainly, this didn't go the way he wanted it the first night, but hey, we've seen plenty of superstars lose their first matchup, debut or whatever, and still have plenty of big-time careers. So in this fatal four-way matchup, anything goes. Perfect opportunity for Adam Page to show you what kind of cowboy shit he can do in the middle of that ring. We know Adam Page and Adam Cole restarted the Undisputed Era here in NXT. Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era before, and still now the Undisputed Era leader. Hangman Page literally told us, and he literally said that Kenny Omega, he's told him, hey, if you're not gonna take Adam Cole's offer, I certainly am. So now you got Adam Page and Adam Cole working together, and from what I understand, Adam Cole said he's not done adding to the Undisputed Era, so I don't know where he's really going to go from here when we think about that, but seems like our fatal four-way matchup is about to start. You got Wes Lee, Jinder Mahal, Drew Gulak, and Adam Page. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Got Jinder Mahal, Adam Page going at it. Wes Lee and Drew Gulak now. First to a pinfall or submission in the middle of the ring. All these superstars bring all sorts of different stuff. You got Wes Lee, who's a high flyer. You got Jinder Mahal, who's more of that, you know, kind of a low-key, kind of keep you down, slow down the type of matchup in his favor. You got Adam Page, where he can speed up the matchup in his favor a little less different than Jinder Mahal, but more aggressive. And then Drew Gulak, more submission-oriented. It's not Jinder going after Gulak here, but Adam Page, he is not messing around, coming out here looking to get next in line for that North American Championship. And in this matchup, you definitely have to have eyes behind your head, ladies and gentlemen. Especially when you're able to hit a big-time maneuver. You're going to have another superstar coming up behind you, possibly. So it's one of those things, you hit a move, kind of be ready. Have your head on a swivel. And look at Drew Gulak, submission hold here on Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal, he might have to pass out, tap out, whatever he has got to do. Imagine if he had to tap out just minutes into a matchup, how crazy that would be. So that roll through, one-armed powerbomb into a pinfall. But no, Gulak still keeps himself in this matchup. And now, springboard stunner there from Wes Lee, impressive. More offensive-oriented type of attack here by Wes Lee. Showing more moveset than he normally has as a singles competitor, as Gulak with that running neck breaker, man. Absolutely crazy. Is Wes Lee going to connect with the underhook suplex? Adam Page right there to break it up. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we will be figuring out who Rusev will be facing at the Heatwave pay-per-view. It's going to be a tremendous night, because coming up in that matchup, it is going to be Madcap Moss, Adam Cole, Noam Dar, and Dragon Lee, all vying for a spot to try to obviously beat each other, but also clinch a spot to the Heatwave pay-per-view against Rusev. And no, look at this submission hold here. Wes Lee's down and out. Adam Page is getting a baseball bat, but Jinder Mahal might be down and out before we can even get to that point here. Both men not breaking it up yet, but finally gets broken up. Nice spinning knee strike there from Adam Page. Wes Lee down and out. Now it's down to 3 competitors. Back suplex takes down Page. It looks like we're about to get extreme real quick. Like, here's Mahal. Look like he's going to try to go for some kind of, maybe Samoan drop of sorts. Oh my goodness, Drew Gulak swinging for the fences with that kendo stick, but Wes Lee inadvertently saving the day for Gulak. Now Adam Page going to swing with the baseball bat, maybe swing for the fences here. As another kendo stick getting involved. No tables, ladders, or chairs just yet here, as Adam Page with that exploder suplex. Tonight, also in your main event, CM Punk, your NXT champion. He is in action, taking on Tony D'Angelo, the man that wants to change up NXT for the better. He had a massive win last week over Chris Jericho, and now CM Punk is looking for a tune-up matchup, essentially a little bit of a warm-up matchup for his Elimination Chamber matchup coming up in just a couple weeks' time. Pinfall opportunity. And Jinder Mahal right there to break it up. And also, talking about the Elimination Chamber competitors. Later on tonight, just before the main event, it is a fatal 5-way matchup between most of the Elimination Chamber competitors. You're going to see Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Sting, MJF, and Kenny Omega all looking to get the last spot in the Elimination Chamber. And what we mean by that is, in that Elimination Chamber, you would get the very last spot, the last entrant into that. So you'd be the freshest superstar in this match. So we'll see how that's going to go. Let's look at Wes Lee wrenching in on that left arm here. Both of these men got to be very careful here. Look at this referee right out here. I don't know why she's out here. I mean, certainly it's not false count anywhere as far as I'm aware. Let's look at Gulak. Gulak could make Jinder Mahal tap out. Adam Page, Wes Lee not really trying to break it up just yet. Jinder Mahal in trouble. And looks like Mahal able to somehow get out of it. That's a back suplex right on that baseball bat. Wes Lee's back is certainly going to be hurting after that match. Beautiful power slam from Page. It's going to take some time to warm up to Adam Page. It'll be certainly very interesting to see how Adam Page and Adam Cole work together here in the near future, having that new Undisputed Era. Also later tonight, the ever dangerous Tiffany Stratton. She's in action as the modern day Maharaja, trying to put away Gulak, but Adam Page still alive in this matchup. Like I mentioned, Tiffany Stratton is in action. She takes on Dana Brooke. As well as we have a women's tag team #1 contenders matchup, as it's the team of Doudrop and Sonya Deville taking on the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And look at Gulak swinging for the fences. Mahal with a beautiful kick to the dome. That very well could be it. Adam Page is stirring up to his feet. Wes Lee trying to get involved with Gulak here. Oh, I didn't realize Adam Page was busted open. I was looking at the other competitors, but these matches, it's going to happen, especially with that extreme element to it. Adam Page turning Wes Lee inside out. Is this going to be enough? 2.5. You never know with those. Swing of the kendo sticks, sledgehammers, baseball bats. You never know how much damage that does. And now Adam Page, Jinder Mahal, face-to-face, collar elbow tie-up, and Mahal will get the better of that altercation here. Oh, Wes Lee, oh, right, I think he may have missed out on that kendo stick when he was trying to do that high-risk maneuver there, as a scoop slam takes down Adam Page. Uh-oh. Gulak, uh-oh. This could be very bad for Mahal. It certainly is going to be, because it's on the hardest part of the ring. Ever dangerous, and I mean, it's anything goes in this type of matchup. Pinfall or submission does have to happen in the middle of the ring. My thing for Gulak and Mahal, you guys need to keep an eye on what's happening out in the ring, because Wes Lee could hit one maneuver and it literally could be game over, and Wes Lee could be going to Heatwave. And no, limit pinfall here. Wes Lee, will this be enough? But Adam Page with a strong kick out. And I think Gulak finally realizing that, so coming back inside the ring, at least momentarily. And I think this could be like a redemption type of story for Wes Lee. You know, he had troubles keeping that Money in the Bank briefcase, but if he's able to win tonight, he could very well get himself a big-time championship matchup. That reversal from Adam Page, will that get him a win? No. Look at Mahal back in the ring here, and he's going to catch him and throw him up in the air. And, uh-oh. Looking for the Coloss, maybe. Oh, no. No, the Coloss to Wes Lee. Is that enough? Gulak right there to save the day. Keeps this matchup going a little bit longer. You can see the bruises on the face of Drew Gulak. Holy crap. Those are swollen. There's an STO there from Jinder Mahal. Now, Mahal, come on. I know this is perfectly legal, but come on now. Oh, going for that swinging neck breaker. Get that swing of that baseball bat, surely. And oh no! The low blow out of nowhere, taking it to Adam Page. And that is never anything what any guy wants to take, ever. Below the waist, that makes it very personal, very, very quickly. Am I telling you? You might think everything's fine, and then someone wants to go under the belt. That makes it even worse. There's now Adam Page, back suplex on the end of that sledgehammer. Again, Gulak going to try to submit Jinder Mahal, but Adam Page right there to break it up. And now Gulak, oh my goodness, he got hit with a stiff back suplex there. Absolutely brutal. And now Jinder Mahal getting hit with these brutal punches, and now Mahal busted wide open. That could be it, pinfall. But luckily for Gulak, he's able to keep eyes behind his head, keeping an eye on the other competitors in the ring. And now you got Gulak and Adam Page, the only two in the ring. It's a perfect opportunity for Gulak to try to maybe submit Adam Page, get a pinfall victory before Wes Lee or any other competitors get up to their feet. And look at Wes Lee, able to get back up to his feet. He's just Gulak taking too much time there, ladies and gentlemen. Now look at this. Beautiful maneuver there from Wes Lee. And now you got Wes Lee going to go for the pinfall. Jinder Mahal taking a sweet time. Will this be enough? But no. That very well could have been, but Jinder was able to break it up. Uh-oh. Oh, we got ourselves a little bit of a sleeper hold here. Is Jinder going to make Wes Lee tap out? Nowhere to go. But Drew Gulak saves the day for himself. Uh-oh. Looking... Oh my... What? Holy crap. What a maneuver here. The electric chair pinfall there. Absolutely crazy. Not every day you see a type of maneuver like that. And now it looks like Gulak may be trying to set up some kind of maneuver. Can't really tell what that is, but nonetheless is now Wes Lee. Exploder suplex turns Mahal inside out. Look at that suplex from Page. And now Wes Lee turning the Page as well. And now it's down to presumably Adam Page and Wes Lee at this very moment as Wes Lee is taking it to Gulak. Oh, jumping kick to the face. If I'm Wes Lee, I would have went for the pinfall, honestly. Try to at least. And now Jinder Mahal back. The backstabber there. Will that be enough for Mahal to advance? 2. Yes, it is. So much damage was caused, and Jinder Mahal will be taking on Christian for that North American Championship in just a couple weeks' time, ladies and gentlemen. 3 weeks to be exact. And look at this backstabber right there, and then landing on the sledgehammer as well. That certainly is enough to put him away. Jinder Mahal, hard-fought battle. All 4 competitors had a chance to win, but Jinder Mahal dug down deep and is facing Christian at Heatwave. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for another #1 contenders matchup. Dragon Lee is 0-2 so far here in NXT, but Bret the Hitman Hart, the NXT general manager, is giving him an opportunity. A lot of stuff going on, giving a lot of these superstars a chance. And you know what? I like what Dragon Lee brings to the table. You know, maybe there's some other superstars Bret the Hitman Hart could have went with, but I mean, giving Dragon Lee another opportunity to showcase his skills, I definitely like it. Nothing wrong with that. You're not always going to win every matchup, certainly losing to the likes of Christian and Rusev, but those 2 guys are on top of their game right now, and certainly not going to be easy, as here comes the Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar. For Noam Dar, he has already had a match with Rusev, and that matchup was absolutely one-sided. Rusev manhandled Noam Dar, getting Noam Dar literally bloody within the first minute or 2 of that matchup. Honestly, it might be less than a minute if I remember correctly, but, you know, earning another opportunity, maybe the second time around against Rusev may very well get him, you know, a championship. But first off, Noam Dar is going to have to go through 3 other competitors to become the next #1 contender. Because it's either going to be Dragon Lee, Noam Dar, Madcap Moss, or the man that has won the Royal Rumble before and walked out at WrestleMania, the WWE Champion, that being Adam Cole. Bye-bye. Adam Cole, certainly one of the best superstars in NXT, and you know, you could argue, and maybe all of Raw and SmackDown as well, but you know, it's one of those things that Adam Cole chose to come back. He gave his full-on explanation a while back about why he did it, as here comes Madcap Moss. Like we mentioned before, he is with Drew Gulak, the teacher-student combination. Gulak teaching Madcap Moss his ways, trying to get this man. I mean, he looks like $1 million, man, but if he can, you know, get the stuff going, get the ball rolling, this guy right here could be winning championships. Drew Gulak came up a bit short in his matchup. He had a bunch of submissions on Jinder Mahal, and I'm surprised Jinder was able to somehow survive it. I think Gulak, honestly, from my side of things, was the MVP of that matchup, despite coming out with a loss. But look at this man right here, Madcap Moss. He's got the explosiveness, the absolute ability to get it done in that ring. We've seen him in a handful of matches, but we'll see how Madcap Moss does tonight. But now we get ready for Mr. Adam Cole. Bye-bye. Like we mentioned, Royal Rumble winner, WWE champion, former NXT champion, former United Kingdom champion here in NXT. Adam Cole has certainly done a lot in his career here in the series. And obviously for Adam Cole, he would love to add that United Kingdom Championship back around his waist. I remember when Adam Cole defeated Aleister Black to become the United Kingdom champion. He's going back and forth between himself and Aleister Black. A tremendous rivalry between both men. And we know Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, no longer part of the Wyatt family on Monday Night Raw. Uncle Howdy announced it at the very end of Monday Night Raw. But, be very curious where Aleister Black or Buddy Murphy certainly will ever go, type of thing. But we look forward to this big-time matchup. You got Adam Cole, one of the big-time main eventers here on NXT, getting opportunities with these other superstars that are trying to get established here. They've had a handful of matches, Dragon Lee only having 2, Noam Dar a handful, Madcap Moss a handful. But when you look at Adam Cole, he has certainly had a bunch of matches in his lovely career, and we'll see if that experience comes into play in this matchup. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Dragon Lee, Madcap Moss, Noam Dar, and Adam Cole going at it here early. And, for 2 superstars, you got Dragon Lee, that Lucha Libre style. Noam Dar certainly can go high risk when he wants to. Adam Cole, more technically sound. He's not afraid to get high risk when he needs to. Madcap Moss, the power, the strength of all these superstars in this matchup is Dragon Lee. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful bulldog there to Madcap Moss. There for a quick second, I thought Madcap Moss may have been able to counter that and turn it into a suplex, but certainly he didn't. As a brutal drop kick right into the face of Dragon Lee. Pinfall opportunity. Adam Cole trying to get this match over and done with so he could focus on that championship match against Rusev if he were to win this. Obviously, Adam Page and Adam Cole certainly still have their eyes on Kenny Omega. As when Adam Page came back, or made his NXT debut, essentially, was when he came out and attacked Kenny Omega. And revealed that the Undisputed Era is being reformed with Adam Cole and Adam Page. So it certainly will be very interesting to see how this saga with the Undisputed Era and Kenny Omega will be faring in months and months to come. So look at this Dragon Lee, beautiful arm drag, almost like a head scissors arm drag takedown into this arm submission hold, but the Scottish Supernova not going to allow him to tap out this early. And I think Adam Cole, certainly, like I mentioned, one of the best here in WWE, not going to tap out just yet, unless he's happened to, have a hurt arm that we're not fully aware of. Let's look at Noam Dar saying, hey, no, this is my moment. Here goes the Scottish Supernova, looking to fly, high risk, high reward. You got to put all the marbles on the line. And that's certainly what you're going to have to do when you face a man like Rusev, the Bulgarian brute, the Redeemer. This man certainly is very dangerous. You got to think outside the box when you face a man like Rusev. Dragon Lee going to go for that bulldog again. Oh my goodness, landing right on that sledgehammer. And now Dragon Lee and Noam Dar are going to go at it. Certainly a very underrated matchup. I'd love to see those two go at it in a one-on-one contest. They can certainly get high flying if they needed to. Noam Dar certainly has been around for a very long time. He's part of 205 Live back in the day. Oh my goodness, what in the heck did we just witness? I think we're supposed to see maybe Slice of Bread number 2, but Adam Cole changed the trajectory of that, and that certainly changed the outcome of those possible maneuvers. Is now Dragon Lee, dropping him right on that top rope. And Madcap Moss going to take his time now. Gonna try to showboat this live NXT crowd. We're live here in Orlando, Florida, with a great night of professional wrestling. As again, Noam Dar attacking that left knee, and certainly when you face a man like Dragon Lee, you gotta kind of focus on those legs, just so that Dragon Lee can't do the things he wants to. That high flying ability. Looks like Madcap Moss and Adam Cole working together briefly. So, this ain't good for Cole. Hurricane Rana, though, from Dragon Lee. Ooh, Dragon Lee firing up here. Adam Cole out of the ring. Perfect opportunity for Dragon Lee here. Got him in that bear hug situation. Will Dragon Lee have to tap out? No one can save Dragon Lee. He's got to dig down deep here. Can he do it? He's trying, but that bear hug, very lethal on Madcap Moss. Not able to hold on to it anymore. Here we go. Look at this beautiful head scissors there. And now Dragon Lee getting suplexed out of his mind. Noam Dar down and out. Or I should say Madcap Moss. And now we're going for a suplex. Or I should say clothesline. This matchup is literally all over the place. It's one of those matches, anything can happen. We saw it with the previous matchup. Jinder Mahal able to dig down deep and defeat Wes Lee in that fatal four-way matchup. You don't have to be the biggest superstar in this matchup, but only if you're able to be in the right situation at the right time. Is Madcap Moss with a jackhammer to Adam Cole. If I'm Madcap Moss, go for the pin. This is your moment, man. Go for the pin. I guess he's going to inflict some more damage. He doesn't believe this was enough to put away Adam Cole at the moment. I think for Madcap Moss, this very well could be a turning point in this matchup because he's not going for the pinfall. As Dar just continues to inflict some damage here on Dragon Lee, gonna now focus on Adam Cole here. Look at Cole going back and forth here. Springboard, drop kick, turning Dar inside out. And look at Adam Cole. He's telling Dragon Lee to get up to his feet, but I don't think that's actually what he wanted. Dragon Lee now. Beautiful Michinoku driver. And now Noam Dar gonna go at it with Dragon Lee and look for another bulldog. Bam. Able to get all of it. Madcap Moss just playing a bunch of back and forth with getting inside and outside of the ring, finally getting involved. It seems like maybe he's playing possum there, I guess. I don't know. Noam Dar. Oh my goodness. Beautiful maneuver there from Noam Dar, turning Madcap Moss inside out, but Madcap Moss, he's rolled out of the ring and he's up to his feet already. How crazy is this? Oh my goodness, and then that knee, that right knee of Adam Cole, that's certainly not going to be feeling too good. Dragon Lee down and out as well. Madcap Moss. Oh my goodness, that's a brutal neckbreaker. Is Madcap Moss going to heat wave? No. At least certainly not yet. Oh, nice sling blade maneuver into a drop kick. Beautiful maneuver, but just like that, Adam Cole ruins it. And he's telling him to get up to his feet, and Madcap Moss taking out the other knee. Adam Cole is certainly going to be feeling this after this matchup if he's even able to get out of this matchup unscathed. As Dragon Lee showing that Latino side of him on the outside there. And Madcap Moss trying to do everything in his power to keep Adam Cole on his back here. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough to defeat Adam Cole? Yes, it is. Now Madcap Moss is going to Heatwave. Dragon Lee, Noam Dar, they realized that they were trying to get back in the ring, but the apron was going to catch him. You'll see it here probably right here when he's going for the pinfall, but nonetheless Madcap Moss is going to Heatwave, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly underrated matchups to look forward to. Jinder Mahal versus Christian, and now Madcap Moss versus Rusev for the United Kingdom Championship. Cannot wait to see how this fares. And now we got ourselves some tag team action, ladies and gentlemen. Sonya Deville and Doudrop working together again tonight. Sonya Deville certainly picked up a massive win recently here on NXT and is just literally looking to climb up the rankings here for that NXT Women's Championship. Defeated the Ivy Nile there of the Diamond Mine here in NXT, and certainly with climbing up the rankings also opportunity with these NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. There before, Sonya Deville and Doudrop were the former tag team champions before dropping it at WrestleMania. So we'll see how Sonya Deville and Doudrop fare tonight. And we know Doudrop is also Miss Money in the Bank here for NXT. So the question is, when does Doudrop decide to cash in? I mean, she has up to a year. She's got some time. Peyton Royce, if I remember correctly, is the one that actually won that briefcase, but unfortunately for Peyton Royce, her contract was up. NXT was not able to get her a recontract type of thing. They parted ways. I don't know if just something that a little bit of difference in money or whatever, but you never know if we'll see her back. But eventually would have a matchup to crown a new Miss Money in the Bank, and as you can tell, Doudrop, Piper Niven, is Miss Money in the Bank. Piper Niven's certainly absolutely dangerous when it comes in the middle of that ring, with just how strong and powerful she is. And I think that's what Sonya Deville likes about her, having her in her corner. And now we see the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Certainly a very interesting tag team in their own right. We'll see how they fare tonight. They've had a good amount of tag team matches so far. Certainly pretty good from what I've noticed. So it'll be very interesting to see how this is. And my question is how are they going to have to deal with Doudrop? Because Doudrop, she's a taller woman and not something to, easily deal with it. You've seen tag teams deal with Shanky of Indus Shear. It's very hard, especially when they're smaller type of superstars. So we'll see if Katana Chance and Kaden Carter can deal with Doudrop in this tag team match. This is also another #1 contenders matchup, ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll have to wait and see who's going to walk out on top as we itch closer and closer to our big main events tonight. As Deville and Kaden Carter going at it here to kick us off. Referee taken out here early, unfortunately. But we have Tiffany Stratton versus Dana Brooke. Tiffany Stratton looking to continue to climb up this NXT roster. Even more, continue to impress. We got the massive Fatal 5-Way between Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Sting, MJF, and Kenny Omega. The winner of this matchup, like we mentioned before, will be the last superstar to come out in that Elimination Chamber NXT Championship matchup in 3 weeks' time at NXT TakeOver Heatwave. And also tonight, CM Punk is having a tune-up match, in his words, a tune-up matchup, as he takes on Tony D'Angelo, a man that defeated Chris Jericho last week in a back-and-forth matchup. Very surprising seeing Tony D'Angelo beat Chris Jericho. I wasn't certainly expecting that. I think Jericho certainly took Tony D'Angelo very, very lightly. The big thing for Tony D'Angelo, his argument is saying, you got all these outsiders coming to WWE, signing, and then, his gripe is essentially he's not having these younger talent being used. He's signing these, these massive big name superstars with the likes of, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, MJF, Kenny Omega, the likes of those superstars. And Tony D'Angelo is saying that Bret the Hitman Hart is not allowing these superstars, the homegrown talent, to get anything going. He's pushing these newer superstars that have been, bought in type of thing through free agency. Oh, look at that maneuver from Katana Chance. Big time maneuver. That's what you got to do. Work on the legs of Doudrop. Doudrop is the nickname for Piper Niven, so you'll hear me say her name and her nickname back and forth quite a bit. As here comes Sonya Deville. Oh, both women trying to get some offense in there. And just Sonya Deville just trash talking the crap out of Katana Chance. And that's what to expect with Sonya Deville. Just how dangerous she has been. I think for Sonya Deville, she's been trying to find, what really works for her. And, with this tag team division right now, there's a lot of stuff that these women are trying to deal with. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of women trying to step up to the plate. You got the Toxic Attraction. We have not seen them for weeks. I'm being told they're still on vacation. And, what we're being told is that they're essentially waiting for someone to step up to the plate and face them. And by the end of this matchup, we'll figure out who exactly is going to Heatwave to take on Toxic Attraction. And that's one thing you gotta hate about a team like Toxic Attraction. They are, they're not here. They're not on the show every single week type of thing. They're on vacation. They're not on the shows. They're not, representing themselves as champions. Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, they're just out like on vacation. That's what I mentioned. Big reversal from Sonya Deville, trying to get herself back in that matchup after being stretched out here. And now she's going to get re-stretched out here. Hopefully she'll be able to get out of it, and Doudrop is able to save the day. Uh-oh. Can she move her? Yes, she does. Off the ropes we go. Going to rotate her around here a little bit. I mean, honestly, both of these teams would be really good if you think about it against a team like Toxic Attraction. But I think, oh, look at this. Look at this. Kayden Carter catches her mid-air. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful maneuver from Kayden Carter. But what I was trying to say is I think Kayden Carter and Katana Chance would be great as the leaders of the NXT Women's Tag Team Division. I'm not saying Neville and Doudrop aren't, but they like to do a lot of stuff underhanded. So I think Kayden Carter and Katana Chance would be perfect for your NXT Women's Championship contenders and even champions. As referee telling Sonya to get the heck out of the ring here. We'll see if Kayden can continue up with this momentum. Try and put away Miss Money in the Bank. What are we going to see here? Back suplex into a senton right there to the ribs of Doudrop. Katana Chance all fired up right now. And coming up at Heatwave, ladies and gentlemen, in just 3 weeks' time, it is for the NXT Women's Championship. It's going to be Roxanne Perez taking on Cora Jade. Best friends turned into bitter enemies. Former NXT Tag Team Champions. And then also you have the NXT Championship at one time. Sonya Deville, pinfall off that frog splash. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Kayden Carter, a little bit slow there. She takes out the ref and then inadvertently at the end. Sonya Deville and Doudrop are going to Heatwave. Can they get themselves another opportunity for those women's tag team championships? They did it on the main roster, and now they're looking to do it in NXT. And look at that beautiful frog splash from the heavens. And Doudrop and Sonya Deville, like I mentioned, are going to SummerSlam weekend, a part of Heatwave, for those women's tag team championships. Toxic Attraction, you better come back soon, because you very well could be in danger of losing your championships. We are about to start the Tiffany Stratton Dana Brooke matchup. Stratton tried to, disrespectful. No, Dana Brooke with a big slap to the face, and now Tiffany Stratton trying to come right after Dana Brooke. The veteran Dana Brooke, she has been around for a very long time, trying to play some mind games with Tiffany Stratton. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to dealing with a woman like Tiffany Stratton. Look at this big time suplex there from Tiffany earlier on in this matchup. And look at Tiffany just back and forth, clubbing blows. And Dana Brooke might think about maybe not ever doing that again with that disrespectful slap. Despite Tiffany Stratton, she is the one that put her hand out and then pulled it back at the very last second. So Dana Brooke wanted to throw her a lovely slap to the face. So Tiffany Stratton, if you think about it, definitely deserved it. It's now Dana Brooke going to stretch out Tiffany Stratton here. Imagine if Tiffany has to tap out here to Dana Brooke. This would be a massive win for Tiffany Stratton in her young career. We're going to climb up the rankings here. You know, you got Sonya Deville, who's making a name for herself. Part of that tag team with Doudrop. And, you know, all that stuff that Tiffany Stratton's been talking about ever since she's debuted here in NXT. Beating a woman like Dana Brooke, who has been around the main roster for a very long time, comes down here to NXT to kind of rejuvenate her career, kind of figure out what she needs to work on. This is a perfect opportunity. You have a lot of women in this roster that are, you know, trying to figure out what, you know, what's going to work out for them, because they're relatively new in their careers. Dana Brooke could lead this division possibly. Is Dana Brooke high risk, high reward swanton bomb there from Dana Brooke? Is that enough? 2. No, strong kick out there from Tiffany Stratton. Look at Tiffany. She's trying to roll out the ring, but look at Dana Brooke just making it look oh too easy. And look at now Dana Brooke's going to flex on all of her haters here. And that happens to be Dana, or I should say that happens to be Tiffany Stratton. This crowd absolutely eating up Dana Brooke right now. Oh my goodness, what a clubbing blow there to Tiffany Stratton. Big time opportunity, and you got to think for Dana Brooke, a win over Tiffany Stratton, that will help her climb up the rankings. So a win from either woman right now would perfectly help that situation. And Dana Brooke, high risk, high reward, going for that elbow, missed that time, and now we'll see if Tiffany can capitalize on this perfect opportunity here. And now Tiffany has her up. Tiffany, oh, beautiful maneuver there from Miss Tiffany. Will that be enough for Daddy's girl? No. Strong kick out at 2.5. And now Tiffany Stratton just going to eat this up right now. But if I'm Tiffany, I'm hitting the biggest maneuver I can right now. Oh, but I mean, I guess being a little bit more disrespectful to Dana Brooke, I guess that is what Tiffany Stratton will certainly do. And look at Tiffany. She realizes Dana Brooke rolling out of the ring right there. Going to now make sure she can continue to capitalize as she bounces Dana Brooke's head right off that mat outside. This is not what Dana Brooke wants right now. And now a little bit of almost like a Lou Thesz press, a little different variation of it. Highly effective. Both of these women need to get back inside the ring here. As she tosses her back in the ring. Can Tiffany Stratton pick up a big win here over Dana Brooke? To the corner we go. What does Daddy's little girl got in store for us here? Big time scoop slam. Oh, wait a minute. The second rope. Oh, beautiful moonsault there from Tiffany Stratton. Is that gonna be it? 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton, despite getting slapped early before the match even started, picks up a win. And this was the beginning of the downfall of Dana Brooke, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this beautiful moonsault there from Tiffany Stratton. And just like that, Tiffany picks up the win. A much needed win. And it gets her to continue to look impressive here on NXT. Can Tiffany continue this reign of terror in this NXT women's division and continue to impress Bret the Hitman Hart? Here comes your double main event of NXT, ladies and gentlemen. A fatal 5-way to determine who comes out last in the Elimination Chamber at NXT TakeOver Heatwave. You got MJF certainly looking to be a big favorite in this matchup. Losing to Sting, though, recently. Sting, oh my goodness. That was a crazier version of Sting we have not seen in... I mean, we haven't seen it ever here in WWE, but from what we've been heard on the... in other organizations that Sting has been a part of, Sting has definitely shown that crazy side before, so looks like we might be seeing some of that here in NXT, because we saw Sting put MJF through a table, of all things, and we actually briefly got a word from MJF before we kind of got disrespected even more from him, and he said that he would like to see Sting try and do that to him again, and he will certainly get his payback. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, they'll have huge opportunity tonight in this fatal 5-way matchup to do this. This is not an elimination matchup. This is a normal fatal 5-way matchup. So first to a pinfall or submission, as here comes a man that has done it all, ladies and gentlemen, here in his WWE career. WWE Champion, Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Samoa Joe has done all sorts of things, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see how he fares tonight. And certainly a big win from him tonight would be good. He lost last week to Cesaro. Cesaro's been looking pretty good these last couple weeks. So, and I think he honestly is going to be the most underrated superstar in these matches. Not just this matchup, but at the Elimination Chamber. So I think ultimately if Cesaro can come out last in that Elimination Chamber, I think Cesaro very well could become your next NXT World Champion. I don't want to put the bull before the horns type of thing, but we'll have to wait and see. And now we wait for the next superstar to make his way down to the ring. And you got Mr. Cesaro from the Blackpool Combat Club. Got Cesaro, Wardlow, Bryan Danielson, and Jon Moxley. And I did tell you we had some news for the NXT Tag Team Division, and I got some massive news for you. It is going to be the Blackpool Combat Club's Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson defending their NXT Tag Team Championships against the team of Pretty Deadly. Recently, we saw a tag team match between both teams, and Pretty Deadly decided to take a cheap shot before the matchup. It turned out to be a really good tag team matchup, but ultimately Pretty Deadly would get the win over Blackpool Combat Club. And from what I'm being told from the office of Bret Hart, it is official. A NXT Tag Team Championship has been made. And presumably, I'm assuming Moxley and Bryan want to get their revenge, and I'm certainly they've talked to Bret the Hitman Hart, so it's going to be a great match, and I cannot wait to see where that goes. Honestly, it's going to be a hell of a tag team match. Yes, and we now wait for our couple more superstars to make it down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. It's a massive night, and there is the Stinger, ladies and gentlemen. Could you imagine Sting as your world champion in that Elimination Chamber? I mean, for Sting, since he's older in this matchup, you got to think maybe if Sting's able to enter this Elimination Chamber last, that that could favor. I mean, a lot of times if you're the last competitor, it's going to favor you. It doesn't ultimately mean you're going to win the matchup still, but anything's possible. All these superstars right here would love to have that final spot in this Elimination Chamber, that last person to come out in the Elimination Chamber. It's all for that opportunity to dethrone CM Punk as the NXT champion. He has held that NXT championship ever since NXT TakeOver in Your House. Very interesting to see how it's going to fare. Now you got Kenny Omega making his way down to the ring. The man that's been having to deal with Adam Cole, Adam Page, and now still trying to focus on this NXT championship. Certainly Kenny Omega, a big-time free agent signing here by Bret the Hitman Hart. We've heard what Kenny Omega and the Elite have said. They've done it all in the independents. But now they are looking to change up the scene here in NXT. And I mean, Omega's NXT champion. That would certainly send shockwaves through WWE. But is it Kenny Omega's time? Is it any of these superstars in this match's time, or will CM Punk continue to be the ever-dominant NXT champion? He's faced a lot of big-time superstars, and he's going to continue to face more. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Joe and Omega, Cesaro and Sting. Looks like MJF going to take his time, going to go after Samoa Joe now. But in this matchup, pinfall or submission in the middle of the ring, anything can happen. Oh, Sting's already busted open. We're not even a minute into the matchup. But like I mentioned, pinfall or submission has to happen in the middle of the ring. Anything can happen. You know, you can have tables, ladders, chairs, anything, any weapons you want. As long as we get a pinfall or submission in the middle of this ring. Big time DDT there from Sting. Obviously, MJF wants to get his hands on Sting after what happened last week. And now Sting, oh, big time slap to that chest, and now gonna work on that left knee. That is not gonna be feeling too good. I know it's earlier on in the matchup and everything, but it's still gonna be pretty crazy when you think about it. Because, oh my goodness, steel chair shot. This is what I'm talking about. But now Omega not going to allow Cesaro to connect too many times with that steel chair. It's going to give Cesaro the advantage too much in this matchup. So time for Omega to swing for the fences there. Can't really tell if Omega is busted open right now or if it's just his hair. I can't really tell from this view. And Cesaro and Samoa Joe going at it. Samoa Joe would love to teach Cesaro a lesson after last week when Cesaro defeated Samoa Joe via a neutralizer. Big elbow though from Cesaro to get out of it. Ooh, nice backbreaker there. And yes, it looks like Kenny Omega's left side of his face is busted open there. We'll see if that comes into play and if the referee needs to get Kenny Omega to step outside of the matchup just to get cleaned up here. Oh, wait a minute. Scorpion Death drop to Omega. Is that enough? Oh, now we got a submission hold. Will this be enough? Samoa Joe may make MJF tap out. Sting not breaking this up. He's going after Cesaro now. But looks like MJF might be able to get out of it. Trying to loosen it up. Oh, big elbow there to Joe. A lot of dream matches in this matchup, certainly. You know, Kenny Omega and Sting. You go Samoa Joe and Kenny Omega, MJF, Samoa Joe. That'd be a hell of a back and forth matchup. May not be dream matches for you necessarily, watching at home, but I think for me, I would love to watch some of these certain matches. I think a lot of them would be barn burner matches, honestly. It's Omega and MJF. They've certainly had their matches. Omega has lost to MJF. If I remember correctly, that's when MJF had his opportunity at the NXT Championship, ultimately for CM Punk to defeat MJF in that matchup. Let's look at Cesaro with a gutbuster there to Kenny Omega. Cesaro's the only one in the ring with Kenny Omega. This could be enough, honestly, if Omega took too much damage, but a little variation of a rock bottom there from Omega. And now, ooh, big elbows to that big cut there. I think Omega may have been trying to set up a V-trigger there. And oh, Cesaro, uh-oh. Gonna turn him over. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter applied. Omega can try to grab that bottom rope, but it would not matter. Pinfall or submission has to happen, and now, oh, it's Samoa Joe's time. It is Sharpshooter City here, middle of the ring. Cesaro looking to pick up a win over Samoa Joe back-to-back weeks. Can he do it? And oh, Kenny Omega breaks it up. Now we'll see if Omega can capitalize on this. Oh, what a brain buster. Holy crap. And uh-oh. What's he trying to grab? Oh, steel steps. This ain't good. Is he trying to do this to Samoa Joe? Omega should have went after Samoa Joe, honestly. That would have been a perfect situation, but it looks like Sting now going to get in the ring with Omega. Seems like the superstars just not too sure what they want to do. Steel steps in the middle of the back to Sting. And if you guys are tuning in, it's been a hell of a night. We found out the #1 contenders as MJF and Cesaro continue to look at outwork each other at ringside. And it looks like Kenny Omega introducing the kendo stick. It won't be long before Sting probably introduces a baseball bat, if all things. Uh-oh, Sting, jumping knee strike. I think there was a Discord knee there. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? Uh-oh. Ooh, Kenny Omega able to break it up there. Taking too much time by getting distracted. Has a nice Russian leg sweep. Oh, look at these big punches there from Sting. Being very, very brutal there. Who is going to get the last entrant into the Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen? Uh-oh. Scorpion death drop. Sharpshooter applied. And now, will that be enough? It could be enough. No one's paying attention, and Sting picks up the win over Kenny Omega. Samoa Joe was focused on, I believe it was MJF there. Yeah, Sting and Samoa Joe going at it. Sting would go for the pinfall, and Sting would pick up a win, and this means the icon Sting, he won last week. We saw the crazier side of Sting, and now Sting is going to be the last competitor to come out in the NXT Championship matchup. How's that going to fare? It is time for your main event of the evening. It is time for Tony D'Angelo to walk the walk. He can talk the talk. He did it last week. He defeated Chris Jericho for the dawn of NXT. He has big things for NXT, but he's hoping to shut the mouths of Chris Jericho. He did it last week, and now he has the biggest match of his career, and that has to be the best in the world. CM Punk, like I've mentioned, has held that championship ever since last year. NXT TakeOver in your house. He has been very, very dominant. Whoever he has in front of him has been put down. The likes of Karrion Kross. You also have the likes of MJF and so many others. The list goes on, and CM Punk tonight looking to put down the Don of NXT. Big time matchup, big time moment for Tony D'Angelo, and he's going to have to do it against this man coming out, the NXT champion, the best in the world, CM Punk. And I mean, with Sting being the last entrant in that matchup for the Elimination Chamber, you know, it's going to be very difficult. And my question is for CM Punk, if what number is he going to get? 1 through 5 now, because obviously the last spot's taken by Sting. Does CM Punk come out 1 or 2 and be able to survive the whole night, or does he come out at 5 and have to deal with whoever's left in the matchup? So many possibilities, but CM Punk has to focus on the man, Tony D'Angelo. CM Punk, though, and it seems like he's not taking this matchup too seriously. He's calling this match a tune-up match. So it'll be very interesting to see where this matchup is going to go tonight. Certainly a man that's willing to do anything to be at the top of the mountain here in NXT, and he's going to look to shut the mouth of Tony D'Angelo, unfortunately. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Main event time. Tony D'Angelo and CM Punk. Can Tony pick up a massive win just like he did last week? Can he continue to get that ball rolling? And for CM Punk, you got to think he's not going to take this match lightly. You got a man that's barely had a couple matches under his wing, and certainly a win over Chris Jericho. Certainly CM Punk is not afraid to talk his own trash about Jericho, saying that, you know, Jericho certainly not the best in the world. And for CM Punk, he's calling this a tune-up match for himself. So he's not taking Tony D'Angelo very serious at all, which is very unfortunate, because when you don't take a superstar serious, that's when they pick up a massive win, and that's when they pick up an upset victory over you. You know, oh, it's time for the sharpshooter. We saw that with Cesaro in the last matchup. CM Punk gonna look to make Tony D'Angelo tap out. Referee right there if Tony were to tap out, but now Tony able to get out of it. And Tony D'Angelo is sick of these big time superstars coming to NXT instead of focusing on the new generation of talent, and he's hoping to send a message to these veterans, these new big time signings or superstars that have been around for a very long time, you know. And Tony D'Angelo, like I mentioned before, he's targeting the likes of Chris Jericho, CM Punk, the likes of Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, all these superstars. Yes, they've been in WWE before, but, you know, in this NXT is supposed to be the brand that develops these NXT talent, doesn't focus on these big name talents, these big time massive free agent superstars. But with the signings of Bret the Hitman Hart, of being the NXT general manager, has had some massive signings, and then, you know, obviously Triple H has done his fair share as well, unfortunately. So we'll see if Tony ever gets what he wants or what he envisions in the near future, as CM Punk continuing to fire up with those multiple clotheslines into a super kick, takes down Tony D'Angelo. Tony might be down and out, ladies and gentlemen. What is CM Punk thinking? Uh-oh. High risk, high reward. Oh, he's going to look for that Macho Man elbow drop, but no! Tony D'Angelo, he moved out of the way. Can he capitalize? Big time reversal. Uh-oh. Tony D'Angelo, can he do it? Big time takedown Punk. Is D'Angelo going to do it? Can Tony do it? 2. No, 2.5. 2.5. So close. Come on, Tony, you got to stay on CM Punk here. Oh, nice gut wrench suplex. Oh, he's going to bridge out of it. What's he going to turn it into? The Fisherman suplex. Swinging neck breaker. Beautiful maneuver, but he's not done yet, though. Oh, he's gonna do it one more time just to make sure. Big time maneuver there from Tony. Tony's gonna do it. Tony's gonna do it. No! CM Punk kicks out, and Tony D'Angelo cannot believe it. What a match. Tony D'Angelo is pulling out all the stops. Big time brain buster there to Punk. Tony's trying to figure out what he has to do. High risk, high reward. The frog splash to the ribs of the NXT champion. The NXT champion is in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk does not know where he's at. Tony is taking it to CM Punk. Can Tony D'Angelo keep this up right now? Tony D'Angelo's, you know, it's getting to him a little bit. He's kind of figuring out what he's got to do. A little sense of urgency here. So now, look, we'll slow down the matchup a little bit. Work on the midsection. Those ribs that he's been attacking these last couple moments here. He has been on fire, but if he can make the NXT champion tap out, that certainly would go pretty far for Tony D'Angelo here. Again, just stretching him out, ladies and gentlemen. But CM Punk able to maybe get out of it. Yes, he does. The head scissors takedown. And now CM Punk. What's he thinking? Oh, backbreaker. Very, very vicious there from Punk. And now Punk maybe starting to take him a little bit more seriously now. You could sense he wasn't. brutal kicks. You can tell these are very vicious, ladies and gentlemen. Just with the stare in the face of CM Punk, you can absolutely feel it. Oh no, CM Punk, if he hits this could be game over. GTS, go to sleep. Tony D'Angelo might be swimming with the fishes too. No! The GTS was not enough. Holy crap. Tony D, he's stepping up to the plate tonight. Uh-oh. Punk with a beautiful moonsault off the top. Can Punk pick up a win this way? No, he cannot. Holy cow. What can CM Punk do? He's freaking out right now. You can sense the frustration. He doesn't know what he needs to do here. Oh, he's going to go for the... Oh, go for the surfboard maneuver maybe. Oh my goodness, the head bouncing off that mat. I thought maybe for a moment CM Punk may have been trying to go for maybe a sharpshooter of sorts, but didn't work out in that moment as both men running into each other. And now look at CM Punk, almost like an Anaconda Vice, but he's just working the head right now. Just maybe setting him up for later on. But this match is starting to get very intense. CM Punk is having troubles with Tony D'Angelo here. And it couldn't happen to a better person than CM Punk. Hope you can sense my sarcasm there. And now CM Punk maybe look to put the final touches of this match with that Macho Man elbow drop. Will this be enough? Yes, it is. CM Punk put on a hell of a fight with Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo certainly could have won this match at multiple times, but CM Punk dig down deep, connected with a Macho Man elbow drop right to the chest, and that was enough to put away Tony D'Angelo, ladies and gentlemen. What a night. A massive night, ladies and gentlemen, full of number one contenders matches. CM Punk does what he said he was going to do to Tony D, put him to sleep, and CM Punk picks up a massive win ahead of his championship match at Heatwave. Have a good night.